Hey there, good people. I'm Scott, and this is Sword and Shield Studio, a channel dedicated to giving you your weekly dose of DaVinci Resolve tips, tricks, tutorials, and all things video. Right now, we're going to be taking a look at the cropping tools in DaVinci Resolve, and I'll show you a couple examples of how you can use that to create some different effects. Right, so let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing you will need to get to DaVinci Resolve's cropping tools is drop a video in your timeline on the edit page. I have this clip of camels ready that I used in the intro for this purpose. Click your clip to make it active where it's highlighted red here, and open up your inspector. Inside the inspector, click Cropping, double click it to expand the options. Now here you can set how much of your clip you want to crop on each side. See cropping to the right, cropping to the left, top, and bottom. You can adjust the edge softness both inside and out. Additionally, you can make real-time changes to your crop by clicking the drop down at the bottom left of your viewer here and accessing the crop tool. And here we can move the handles freely right on top of our viewer if we want to make some fine-tuned adjustments to our crop. Well, great. Now we know how to crop. Let's take a look at a few ways we can use our newfound knowledge. One really cool effect you can achieve just by using the crop tool is that cinematic crop opening, where your footage slowly reveals itself from the center of the frame until it fills the edges of the screen. This is a really great way to introduce some suspense to your project, and also a simple but effective way to introduce a setting. Let's see how we can do that. To do this, set a keyframe for crop top and crop bottom, where you want your cinematic crop transition to begin. For me, that's at the very beginning of this clip. You're going to want to set both of these values to half of the vertical resolution of your video. Since this clip is 1920 by 1080 or 1080p, half of 1080, our vertical resolution, is 540. So that's the value I'm going to put in to get the top and bottom to crop at the very center of the image. Next, navigate 3 or 4 seconds forward on your timeline. I like to do this by clicking the timeline to make it active, holding Shift, and then tapping my right arrow 3 times to go 3 seconds forward. Then I will set crop top and crop bottom keyframes and set each to 0 to open up that crop completely. Then you'll see when I play this through that we've got our cinematic crop opening. Now, by default, the crop will adjust its size with the same speed and rate throughout the entire crop transition. If you'd like for the crop to smooth and slow down as it approaches the ends of the frame, you can do that by navigating to the end keyframes of your transition on the timeline, and then right-click the keyframe icon under cropping in the inspector and hit ease in for both crop top and crop bottom. Then you'll see when I play this back that the transition slows and smooths down as it approaches the end here. Another reason you might want to crop footage is when you are looking to achieve a split screen effect. To do this, load 2 clips onto your edit window timeline, one on top of the other in separate tracks, as I've done here. Left click the clip that you want to begin cropping on your timeline to make it active. In the inspector, begin adjusting your cropping settings. I think a top and bottom crop will work best for this content. Just going to crop it like that and adjust my Y position to move this up to the top of the frame. I'm going to left click and select my bottom clip and adjust the Y position to go below here. And you can fine tune these adjustments and make it perfectly split halfway through the screen and make any kind of alterations you want. But this is the basics of how to achieve this simple split screen without much effort. Well, that's it for this tutorial. As you can see, the crop tool in DaVinci Resolve can be really useful. You can achieve some more simple static split screen effects with it, or you can accomplish some more dynamic transition effects if that's what you're going for, without ever having to open up Fusion. As is the case with many of my tutorials, I only just scratched the surface of what you can accomplish with the crop tool here, and I advise you check it out on your own and try it in some of your own projects and see how you can incorporate it in your workflow maybe. As always, thank you for watching. I hope the information in this video was helpful for you, and I'll see you next time.